Welcome to Speed Round Sunday on the Parenting Roundabout podcast, where we share a mini episode from our past for your weekend listening pleasure. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode.
Instead of a question today, I'm going to share something very exciting with you all that's been kind of brewing for the last 2 years, in case you haven't heard.
You mentioned it once or twice.
Today is finally the release day of my long-anticipated book. And
Yay! The title of that book is?
It is called Inclusion in Action, Practical Strategies to Modify Your Curriculum. So,
nice.
The audience is obviously educators and parents.
Yes, and parents who want to deliver it to educators and say, this is what I've been talking about.
Exactly.
Do this.
And it's very practical. I think that it would be, even if parents were to pick it up and sort of were not so familiar with all the teacher speak that's out there, they would still be able to get through it and understand the purpose of it and find the tools in it useful. So,
right.
Yeah. So it's got all sorts of, tips and ideas and strategies and, printable templates, photos. It's just packed full of things that we'll find, people will find useful in terms of modifying curriculum. And this is geared for students who have intellectual disabilities or who are working below grade level. So the purpose of the book is to encourage people to, provide access to students with intellectual disabilities, provide access to the general education curriculum. So, and the idea is to include them in the regular classroom and teach them alongside other kids. So the book is, advocating for inclusion, and then, of course, gives strategies and ways to do that within the curriculum. So,
Yeah, strategies are important. It's surprising how much schools do not yet know what strategies they should be using.
Yeah.
I appreciated the practical nature of it when I had an opportunity to read it. Is my blurb on the back?
Your blurb, I believe.
Or is my blurb just on Amazon?
I think it's either in the book. I know it's on Amazon and it's on their website.
Okay.
And I haven't checked inside of the book because I know there's some blurbs inside of the book as well. But I'll have
everybody will, of course, want to flip to that part.
Right.
See what I have to say.
It's an amazing review.
Well, I'm someone who has been doing inclusion battle for a very long time with incredibly inept programs and people who have no idea what it is or how to do it. Even now, many, many years after I started. So I always love finding a book that says, this is what it is. This is how you do it. Here's one professional telling another how to do it so that both I can understand it as a parent and also I can say, see, it's not just me saying this.
Right.
Here is somebody who is a teacher telling you how to do it.
Yeah.
Stop pretending like I'm speaking a foreign language when I ask for these things.
Yeah. Well, and I have to give credit where credit is due, Terry, because you were a big, and I wouldn't say inspiration, but you were definitely a big encourager.
My constant whining that nobody knows how to do inclusion. You said, fine, I'll write a book.
You kept saying, you need to write a book. You should write a book. Write a book.
You should have called it The Unicorn. It does exist.
So I do have to thank you, Terry, for motivating and encouraging me and getting me started on this journey.
Well, I wished I'd had this when my kids were younger and I was dealing with this stuff. But for parents who may be on this road, definitely going outside the parenting shelves and finding things written for educators on these issues is a really good idea. Brooks is a good publisher for that.
Yeah.
I read a lot of their books, even though they were not written for parents and were slow going for me, because you want to be able to give professionals things written for professionals.
Right.
If you want to be believed.
And I think it's not too heavy in the research, right? Did you find it too heavy in the research?
No, I found it very practical, and I liked that because you want to maybe also be able to take these things to your church group or to other organizations and say, again, I am not making this up. Here is a book written by a teacher, and this is what she says to do. See? It's easy.
Here it is.
It's not so hard.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. That is so exciting to finally have that out there after all this time.
Yes, it's a big day. And yeah, it's a bit like giving birth, I have to say.
Slightly less painful, I hope.
Less painful, but definitely has the same...
But much slower.
...types of results. So, yeah, I'm very excited, very, thrilled. And now I just have to, wait for the reviews to come in.
There you go.
And all the sales.
And the sales figures. Right. Yes, everybody go to Amazon or your book purveyor of choice and pick that puppy up.
Yep.
And parents could buy it and donate it to their school.
Yes, forcibly donate it.
I mean, my kids' elementary school had a kind of a resource library that parents and teachers could have access to. So
that's a good idea.
That would be a great place for it.
Yeah,
excellent.
Most schools will have a teacher library.
Younger children? Is it elementary age, or does it apply to older kids too?
K to 12.
Oh, okay.
Because there's strategies that can be used with any level of work to, strategies that alter the content, or not necessarily the content, but alter the way it's
delivered,
produced, or the way it's taught, or maybe simplifies the concepts a bit. So it can apply all the way up through to high school. So
okay.
And actually, I just got my first review come in. I was just looking at Twitter a couple minutes ago, and I noticed that somebody did tweet about it and commented that they received theirs yesterday, and they've been looking at it, and they find that it's very helpful, and they're looking forward to sharing it with their teachers.
Awesome.
So.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody go check it out, and then tell Nicole how wonderful it is.
Yes. Thank you.